Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am all fired up today because today is the ritual rave. Once a month, the Unbound get together and facilitate a ritual rave for manifestation with the international community of neurodivergent witches that we serve. And it's about what it sounds like. It is a dance party. It's a very intentional dance where the playlist is specially curated to help the witches that are participating in this ritual to embody a very specific feeling signature to raise energy for our collective manifestations for that month. And this month we're working on and looking at our relationship with perspectives and how sh- perspective shifts can bring us together and as a community, because we have to relearn how to be in a community. Clearly, I do not have a great relationship with words today. That's fun. I think it's because I'm so excited. My brain is moving faster than my mouth can keep up. But yeah, so it's a specially curated playlist and it's choreographed. And so think of like witchy Zumba, and our collective movements add to this like big pool of energy that we are getting to play with. So, so much fun. It is so much fun. And we're actually running on a skeleton crew this month. It's Morgana and I are facilitating the ritual because we got some busy witches. It is the summer time and witches be busy. And that's one of the wonderful things about how we work together in supporting this community as a matriarchy, that we still have room in our lives to live. We can support each other. It's great. It's great. Okay, this is a divination ceremony, right? This divination ceremony, we're asking specifically, where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? Okay. I'm going to be pulling some tarot cards. This is a collective reading. If you want to participate in this reading, go go ahead and grab your deck of tarot cards or oracle cards that you have a relationship with, and we will get into it. I'll walk you right through it. It'll be great. All right. Are we ready? I'm going to hydrate just a little more and do that like pre-pull the critter glitter from my face. The downside to being well moisturized when your familiar looks like that right there. See that guy? His fur just, it's part of the atmosphere in my space. Morgana is the witch that creates the playlist that the community dances to, and she does the choreography for it as well. So, and Morgana's our mod god today. Thanks, Morgana, because again, the other witches are traveling. So we have been left to our own devices. Uh, and I am so proud of us for staying on track as well as we have all weekend. Morgan is the co-steward of Weirdbrook, so that's my roomie. And she's like right across the landing from me. We're like there. It's great. Yes, you please attend the ritual rave, even if you can't dance. You being there helps support that as well. So we don't do that ableism hogwash up in here. Yeah. Your accommodations are important, and just because you can't participate in the same way as everybody else's doesn't mean that you're not valuable to the space. All right. I honestly believe that most of y'all don't ask for enough accommodations, honestly. Once you get your system well supported, there's a whole world that opens up for you. And that requires accommodations sometimes. So, okay, I'm going to do what I do to get my system prepared for divination, meaning my mind, body, and spirit all together in the same place so that I can get the clearest signal when I ask, where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? All right, here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Let's do this. I humbly invite all that is fire within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is air within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is earth within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is water within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I beckon to this system. May we now align as one. For my cousins are the elements, and so the moon and sun. I call to those who love me. You are welcome in this space. For our nature is united, sharing magic, life, and grace. And now we make a declaration of intention. What are we doing? I choose now in this moment to align with my whole self, to pull the book that tells my story from its place upon the shelf. I enter now this circle made of trust and hope and power. And I show up for my practice in this place and at this hour. Because I am home. All right. Let's do this. I suck so bad at introducing myself. I should have the mod gods actually, like, make a banner for an introduction. I just realized that as I was, like, watching the banner going across the thing, given that very helpful information, and I just, like, get up here and I'm like, "It's me. It's just me. It's your cousin. Like, we're doing the thing." I guess people are gonna wanna know why. Why do they wanna stick around and see what I have to say? Well, if you don't, whatever. Alright, where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? Problem with being well moisturized. It's, like, terrible. It's so bad. It's like, "Jen, why do you spend half of your lives pulling cat hair from your face?" 2-card draw. This first card answers our initial question. Where does our attention need to be? The card on the bottom of the deck represents what we're in resistance to or in denial of that's blocking our shit stuff. I need to wait until we're further along in the lives before I start. Is it opening the floodgates? Something like that. The High Priestess reversed. I know, I need my 30-second elevator pitch. If you're drawn to this reading, hang out. This is probably a good idea for you to hang out. If you're like, I don't think so, then don't. Okay, so as you can see, there's a prompt written directly on this card. I am going to read directly from that prompt. I'm reading the reversed first because that's how we drew it, but it's about the whole card. The different sides are going to vibe with, like, different of us. Okay. I'm not going to influence your initial interpretation of what this card means to you. I'm going to do that in a minute, but I'm going to let you brew on it first. You may be having a difficult time trusting yourself or listening to your intuition. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding you right now, and you're feeling off balance. Meditate, trust your gut, and be authentic to yourself. And the upright is you need to listen to your gut, meditate, reflect, and turn inward, as the answers are within you. You're headed toward a period of growth. Okay. What does that feel like for you? There's I have a special relationship with this card. Um, for many, many, many years, even though I did the work and all of the training for years and years and was initiated by elders as a high priestess, I went years and years and years without using that name because I feel like it creates this sense of hierarchy that gives me the ick. But I've had my, like, my own relationship with the high priestess card and a lot of resistance in my calling. My calling terrified me. And so I interpret this card a little bit different and also because I work with witches that feel called to do this kind of high priestess work is you support others in their relationship with their life. You create safe space for a group of practitioners to come together and practice whatever tradition your coven does or your group does, but you're the one that's responsible for making that happen, essentially, right? So it is a deeply intuitive process because you have to be really dialed into the community that you're serving. Otherwise, you're like, what are you doing? Anyway, um, and so because I work with witches that are called to do this work and are in resistance in some way to doing this work in similar ways that I was resistant to it, this card feels like what I was just saying about accommodations, right? Um, you are a deeply intuitive being. You wouldn't be in this reading and participating in the way that you are if we aren't aligned in some way. There's some kind of something about me that feels like remembering to you. And I would what is the word? I would suggest or direct you to kind of ask yourself if you like what is your calling? Do you feel like you are meant to be in some role that you are supporting others or a community uh in their connection to their like life and practice? And are how is your relationship with your intuition right now? I'm telling you, it's probably kind of like not so great. This isn't coming up. You you're a lot more connected than you've been made to believe. And it is not that you are disconnected from your magic or that you are not hearing your guides or that you are not interacting with guides. You are just interpreting it through a different lens. It's happening, but you're seeing it as anxiety or depression or that's just my ADHD taking me on a side quest. You're not recognizing it for what it is because you have been told that what you're experiencing is something that is disempowering to you. And you're stuck in that, oh, it's my ADHD. uh Your neurodivergence makes you excellent at this work right here. You just don't know how your system works yet. You've only been, again, engaging with your system through a patriarchal lens. And so it's got you all like all kinds of wonky. But you're not broken. You're just like, you need to learn how to listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right, then you should probably look at that. Um, so now I'm kind of feeling into more of it because when you have to be that dialed in to so many people, right? If your calling is to support others, that means that you are capable of dialing in to others and your environment in that way. And that is a massive sensory load. Okay. You're not a victim to this, though you've been taught to engage with that in that way. It means that you have to account for that sensory experience rather than deny it or force yourself into engaging with your life in a way that you like you're being super ableist about it. Right. Um, Morgana and I were just talking before we went live that today is a ritual rave day. And so her and I both are going to be facilitating that, meaning we're going to be very, very dialed in and holding a lot of energy as we support these witches in doing this. And if we don't prepare our systems for that, if we don't give ourselves accommodations so that we can actually do that, it becomes destructive. It's harmful to do that. Um, and the messaging I'm getting is you need to start acting like a priestess, right? Priest, priestess, priestess, whatever. You got if you're wanting to do that work, you need to start acting like it, making a space for that, right? Which is a big ask, and I could go on and on and on and on and on about what that actually looks like, but I literally wrote a whole 2 2 programs that help you do this work in repairing your relationship with your system and your life and your authority and everything. We have a whole international community of witches also doing this work at community.brightanddark.org. That's the app that we created to help witches do this work because we are needed and right. Okay. All right. Now we got to look at what we're in resistance to or in denial of that is blocking us, that's influencing our ability to engage with ourselves uh, and accept our abilities, the way that we navigate life, our intuition, who we are. The 3 of Swords. Okay. So this is the card. 3 of Swords reversed. Ta-da! You've suffered a loss and are still reeling from it. The reverse 3 of Swords is telling you that it's time to let go of the past and work on healing your soul. All things pass, and this shall too. Focus on yourself or on things that make you happy to get your mind off what ails you. And the upright is it's never easy to hear at the moment, but grief and heartbreak can be defining and character building. This suffering you're experiencing is meant to make you stronger. Rather than focusing on the past, focus on what's ahead. Dust yourself off and keep going. How many times have we drawn this card in the last like 2 weeks? Like we've drawn it this weekend, haven't we? I'm pretty sure we have. I feel like I've read this many times. Um, yeah, I know. We keep getting this card. Okay. So, this still feels like the last time we drew it. That uh when you are in survival mode for a long time and you get into this like hit after hit after hit kind of cycle, we start our brain starts training on threats. It does this to keep us safe, but it ends up getting us caught in this not necessarily feedback loop, but kind of to where all you see are threats. because your brain is trained on threats. You're really good at finding the threat. You're really good at that, okay? What we need to train your brain on is um, your future. We need to train your brain on your future. In what ways is the universe going to surprise you, give you a gift? In what ways is your intuition going to show up for you? Right? Start looking for signs and synchronicities. A fun game that you can play with yourself when you are repairing your relationship with your intuition and guidance is a game of synchronicities. And it's super simple. You just sit and there's so many different ways you can do this. Choose a sign. It could be a ladybug, right? And every time you see a ladybug, it means uh, that your guides are there, or you decide what it means. You can look up ladybug correspondences if you want to do that, but we're working on your intuition. Okay. And so you can be like, I want to see a ladybug every time I need to pay attention to something, right? I need to pay attention to my environment. You will start to train your mind on something other than a threat. You're training your mind on curiosity. You're training your mind on expansion, right? Your mind isn't broken. It works really, really well. That's why you're in that loop. The same thing that's creating that loop is a world. It's like a seed for world building. You're just you just planted the seed in the doom loop instead of what you're wanting to do. So we're just like transplanting it. Transplanting is easy. It just takes paying attention. Okay. Yeah. Like that. Bridget there. That's what I'm talking about. Mhm, mhm. This is neuroscience, guys. This isn't woo-woo stuff either, what we're talking about. Uh, this is neural pathway work. This is trauma informed spirituality connected to your spirituality. So the doom loop, I know. I speak fluent ADHD if you haven't recognized that yet. Gotta get you out of the doom loop, man. I this speaking of the doom loop, right? Changing your relationship with what you consider suffering, difficult catalyst, challenging times, uh, really is everything because it was such a core part of our social conditioning, our early childhood programming to avoid anything that's uncomfortable. And so there's so many layers to any kind of discomfort or suffering that we experience. Um, but you can shift that. And a funny example of a shifted relationship with um, challenging catalyst, uh, suffering, right? My cousin actually said this when we were having a conversation. I was going through a challenging time. And it was one of those, like, one thing after another, lots of stuff going on. And she's like, shit, Jen, you got to take your game off God mode for a while, right? You got to take your game off God mode. Just like chill out for a bit. That's a kind of way of shifting that a little bit. Uh, I can do it. I just don't right? Anyway, I think I've made my point. Suffering happens. It's a part of the human experience. There isn't one that is greater than the other. Your suffering isn't a punishment unless you want to engage with your life like that. It can be a punishment if you're into it, but it doesn't have to be. You were taught that to be sick or suffering or uncomfortable is a bad thing and that you have and shameful even. There's so much that is tied up into our relationship with what happens in our life. All right, guys, we're going to do this. I'm going to close out this working and then I'm going to go into high priestess mode and start preparing for the ritual today. And also, this evening is when witches start showing up to Weirdbrook for our summer solstice festivities for the week. So much going on. It's very, very exciting. So that's what I've got. If you're not doing anything in a couple and a half hours, is it a couple and a half hours? We're going to be doing a ritual rave. You can come and dance with us at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to come and dance with us, you go to community.brightanddark.org there, and you'll just follow the breadcrumbs. They'll walk you through it. Okay, let's close out this working. Hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. This working is now closing, but the magic has just begun. I humbly thank the elements and both the moon and sun. To all who chose to bless this flow, I now sincerely thank you. May our practice be expansive and our course be clear and true. All right. Okay. If you can't be good at it. And I'll see you at the ritual rave.